Morning! Yes, it's Saturday once again, Saturday the 25th of July 2020. Welcome along to this morning's United Kingdom talk, coming to you from the Chapel Hill Marina in Lincolnshire. It was just last night, actually. I was just looking back on a couple of videos from this week. I like to check on the quality sometimes, and if I should do it really at the end of each time. And I became aware that it was a little bit not blue enough, if you see what I mean. That backdrop behind me is actually blue, right? Now, if it doesn't look blue, then I've got a setting. These cameras just, the setting is ever so slight. You move, it's like a slider. Okay, now I move it, I'll show you. If you move it one way, it goes like a sort of more reddy colour type thing, right? Let me do it for you. Watch. And it doesn't remember settings, or it changes every time depending on the light in here. Like, so I've got that at 4600. I've got that kind of in the middle, slightly to the left. If I do go the other way, watch, you see? Now, that's not really the colour of the backdrop. If I look at it, it's more blue. Now, if I go even further to the right, watch. See, that's what happens. Now I can give myself a Donald Trump tan. There we are. Now, if I go completely the other way, right, I go very blue. There you go. I'm like in a, I don't know, blue, talking to you from under the ocean. A lot of people would like to see me underwater for a long period of time. So it's somewhere around the middle, which today is 4600. There's also numbers. So that's like 2000, and that's 7,500. So 4600 I had it set on today, and there we are. Oh, 46, and it's, there you go, 4600. So that's about right. So that looks blue, that looks pink, that looks red. There's probably just a touch too much colour on there, which I can change as well, just by coming down on the colour. Why do I think there's a touch too much colour? Because the red is a little bit too... Do you know what I mean? That is a very bright pillar box red. It might be all right, actually. Let's take it down a little bit. And I can just take the colour down a touch. See, I'm giving you all these secrets, how it works. There you go. You just take that colour down a touch. Can you see how that... The flamingo is a bit too much. There we go, and that's probably about better. All right, there we are. Ongoing maintenance here on United Kingdom Talk. I like to show you how it all happens. They used to do that on Blue Peter, you know. Oh yes, now and again, every couple of years, they'd show you round all the studio. John Noakes and Peter Purvis and Valerie Singleton, then who became Leslie Judd. They had four of them for a while, didn't they? Sort of doing a changeover period, and every now and again they used to show us around their little studio, which is of course nowhere as big as this massive television studio complex in the heart of Lincolnshire. Bit cooler out there this morning, I will say that. Touch cooler than it was yesterday morning, so I've just left the front door open to let some air in. I hope we don't get flies in here. I don't like flies. The only insects in here, in this studio, I ever want to see are moths that have flown out of a wallet that I've opened. I don't want to see any other if there are moths in here, then I'm doing something right, believe me, because my wallet has not opened for a long time. I've not had cash for ages. Have you? Because my work, where I used to go and do my karaoke, that was all cash. Yes, it was cash in hand, but it was cash for work, if you see what I mean. There's a bit of a thing with the cash in hand. Cash in hand doesn't mean it's cash without paying tax. That's up to you. Someone could be getting cash in hand and not paying tax. I know a few of those, dear. They didn't get anything off the government when the virus started, did they? No. Why not? Because they did it all on how much tax. So the self-employed who all work tax in hand. A lot of them work tax in hand. Cash in hand. They didn't get anything. Why? Because they hadn't been paying their tax. Mind you, neither did I. I didn't get anything either because I got rents coming in. But never mind, it was worth a try. Yes, moths in here. They're okay for a while, but don't leave them too long. You'll have no curtains left. Oh my God, can you just imagine if I left one single moth in here, I'd probably come back, right? Come back after a week, come in late at night, as I do, sort of 2 o'clock and 2 o'clock in the morning when I get here, go into my bedroom, where's the bed? And there'd be a small fibre on the carpet. And what's that? That's all that's left of the bed. And a spring. The moths have eaten it. The moths have eaten it. It was warm last night, wasn't it? Eh? Was warm last night. I had my air con on all night last night. Just on about 19 degrees. That was nice. And talking of insects, my sister is very brave. I'll tell you that now. Very brave. So last night, they're having their garden done up. Now, they were going to get a bloke in to do it, but he couldn't do it until next year. So they decided to do it themselves. Oh, they're always very good at having goes at things, you know. My sister likes to have a go at me regularly, but... excuse me, I hadn't finished my tea yet. My sister has a go at me regularly. Of course, I wouldn't say a bad word about my sister ever. No, she's a wonderful, kind person. You know, she's had a bit of trouble in her life, as you well know. The only girl ever to be sacked from Babe Station, unfortunately. Please don't laugh. Don't start laughing at that. She is the only person to be sacked from Babe Station through lack of calls. No one ever rang her. Didn't matter what time they put her on. They used to put her on really late at night. You know, 4 o'clock in the morning, in the hope that, you know, some of the blokes coming back from... and girls... Some of the blokes and the girls coming back late from pubs at night come in and just flick on the telly and they might see her and they might, in their hour of desperation, make her a phone call. Nope, nothing. Not as if she got sacked from there. But she's been very brave. Last night, she informs me that they're turning up this morning at 7:30 a.m. with a digger. With a digger. My nephew Jimmy has got a mate with a digger and he's coming round to do a bit of digging for them. In the garden and move some stuff with this digger. But she informs me that they've discovered a wasp's nest in the bushes. I said, well, is someone coming to do those? No, we're going to do it ourselves. And I'm like, you must be joking. I believe there are times when you need to call someone in. Wasps is one of them. Right? Oh, well, I've got some spray, she says. And what you going to do with that? Wasp? Do you know where the nest is? No, but it's in the bushes somewhere. Now, they know this because my sister's husband was over at the bushes a couple of weeks ago in the garden and they were doing some hedge trimming and all that business and a wasp stung him. So they know there's a wasp's nest there. A wasp stung him. He's in great pain and suffering, which usually is only Mandy Davenport's job on this channel. He was in pain and suffering from the sting of one wasp. Well, if there's a nest in there, they don't muck around, those wasps, you know. And I'm like, I said, you need to get someone in to do that. Well, it's a bit late now. They're coming tomorrow morning at 7:30. Well, you've known for 2 weeks, I said. She said, oh, the spray will be all right. I said, no, it won't be all right. I said, do you know how they do wasps? I've watched a YouTube video. What happens is a man comes, I don't know if it's some of them, I don't always have suits on, but they come and they literally, I think they got some sort of smoke spray or something like that they waft over it. And then he comes with a bag and they seem to do it late at night, I think, if I remember rightly. He comes with some sort of bag. I don't know if it's just a normal plastic bag or what. Right, and they put the bag, they discover the wasp's nest, they've got to find where that is first, and then they put the bag over the wasp's nests, they tie it up at the top, and then they burn the bag. That's how it happens. She's going out there with a can of Raid. Well, apparently she was going to do it last night, because that's when they're sleeping. Apparently wasps sleep at night. You know, do you ever see wasps at the woods? I've seen wasps in the bedroom at night. Only one, you know, great big fat one. A couple of times. Usually in the middle of winter. Where that great big fat wasps, singular, a great big fat wasp drops out the top of the curtain. You ever had that happen to you? Oh, it's frightening, a little bit docile. Oh, I was having a sleep. What's he doing? And straight up the Hoover, dear, thank you very much. I'm not squashing wasps all over my nice clean wall. No, she wanted to go out there with a thing. So I rang again about 9:10 last night. I said, you done the wasps yet? No, we're going to wait for it to get a bit darker because up here in Lincolnshire, it's not dark till very late, till 10:30. We still see it light at about 10:15, 10:30. So she was going to wait till then. And then she says, oh, I'm a bit tired. I might leave it till tomorrow. What, in the morning? Oh, my God. Those wasps, they know what's in that can, my love. So anyway, this morning the phones rang, right? And it's my sister, and she's on the video phone, right? And she says, oh, he's here with the digger, right? She said, do you want to have a look at him? Of course I want to have a look at him. Am I gay or am I not gay? Which is one of Jimmy's mates, right? One of my nephew's mates. And she's trying to hold this... She's trying to... Can you see him? Can you see him? And I just about saw... I said, oh, that's quite nice. You know, not the wasp, the boy who was driving this digger thing, right? Anyway, we're having this conversation after I've looked at him, and I'm desperately trying to get a screenshot of him, but she can't use the blooming phone. It's like this. She's one of those. Oh, can you see it? Can you see it? Keep the blooming phone still, dear. Oh, Lord, and my father of my kind. Then my nephew came on. We had a bit of a conversation. I told him, I liked his mate, and he just shies off. Really, he gets a bit embarrassed by all that. I don't know why. I can't think that I would be of embarrassment to anyone, to be honest. Really, can you? Can you? So then all the work suddenly stopped, and there's a little yelp. And this boy has jumped out of his truck and has come running inside. He said, I've been stung. Of course, the wasps have discovered there's someone destroying their home. Now has been stung by one wasp. At which point my sister immediately rushes out. I think she wants to become... Oh, can I use that word on here? No. Let me change the word. I can't use that word because the last letter of... See if you know. The word would begin with M-I-L, but the last letter would be a rude word, so I can't use that. I think she might want to become one of those. Don't tell her husband. She rushed out there. Come in here. Have a antihistamine tablet. So give him an antihistamine tablet and vinegar. I know what vinegar does. Perhaps he wants to eat his arm later on with some tomato sauce, possibly fried in their frying oil or something like that. Anyway, he's come running, and of course he's been stung. And I'm saying, well, that won't be the first and only one that's stung. These wasps, they know where the damage is coming from. And then she's gone out there with the raid. Psst. Amateur gardening, dear. Amateur gardening. Certain things need to be left to other people. The disposal and destruction of evil insects, such as wasps, is one of them. Oh, dear, but no, do it yourself then. Do it yourself, and we'll see what happens. I'll give you an update on that on Monday. Okay, I'll give you an update on that on Monday because they're doing the digging at the moment. They got there at 7:30 in the morning. Even my other nephew, Gary, he's round there now. How did he manage to get out of bed that early? Oh, dear me, it's all going on today, isn't it? Wasps, not pleasant things. I had one fly in my mouth, didn't I, last year? Do you remember that? It was about this time last year. I was cycling. Where'd I been? I think... Yes, I was cycling back from church. On a Sunday morning, and and this wasp flew in my mouth. Fortunately, at the time, my mouth was almost closed. So I only got as far as my lip, and it had a little bit of a sting on the bottom lip, which I'll be honest with you, it was a little bit annoying, but it wasn't too painful at all. And it had a sting there, and then flew out again quickly before I could swallow it. Good. Very dangerous if they hit the back of your throat. Anyway, that's not the only insect I've bumped into recently. No. Yesterday, I did 2 exercises yesterday. First of all, I went for an absolutely lovely bike ride yesterday. And I've got a very short video to show you of that, okay? All right? So I'll show you that. And also last night, I went for a nighttime walk along by the river. And I was out about an hour and a half, something like that. Walked up along the river. And what so lovely and peaceful and wonderful. And I'm walking along there thinking, should I be moving up here? And it happens every time I'm here. Should I be moving up here? And then I'll go home again a little bit later on today. Today is home day. A little bit later on tonight. Then I'll go home. I'll sit in my house. Oh, I like this house very much. And I'm just stuck in the middle. And I don't seem to be able to go one way or the other. It's really difficult. Really difficult. To know what to do, really. I love it, walking around. And even as a child, when my mum and dad, we used to go on walks if we were on holiday. The Isle of Wight is somewhere we went on holiday a couple of times. Little place called Apple View. I always remember Apple View, which was like a cottage that my dad hired, or a bungalow. We'd come out of there and just walk along the quiet quiet roads on the Isle of Wight, taking in all the smells and the sounds of the wood pigeons and the owls, woo, woo, like that. It's wonderful, really. You know, even in the winter, while I'm up here, I'll have a little bit of a walk around. But last night I walked along there, and the other insects, blooming flying ants, dear, flying ants. And they all seem to congregate in little areas, right? So you can be walking along quite all right, and then suddenly there'll be all these ants attached. I think they're flying ants attached to your clothing. Like, and you like this, horrible things, and then you brush your head off, and then they keep coming, and then they stop. There's nothing, right? They must stay in their own areas, I suppose. Do ants have fights with other ants? I think that might happen. And you walk along a bit further, and then there's no ants, right? Okay, right, and you carry on, and then suddenly you feel them coming at you again. Flying ants. Terrible. It's been terrible this morning. The insects are attacking us left, right, and centre. They're trying to eat me. And I carried on. There's various swans and geese flying over, and the sounds of the birds in the trees as you're walking along. This would be about 8:30 at night. It really is something else. I just don't know what to do, and I've been in this position for about 10 years now. Oh, a lovely house that I love in Berkshire, and each thing has its own advantages. I don't think there's really any disadvantages to either, except, I would have to think, well, that's it, you've finished working now. But my friend Alton Andrews, he is a radio DJ, very, an excellent radio DJ. I told you about him the other day. He's actually, I think Denise is with us this morning. It's Denise's husband. And he's done radio stations all over the world. Liberty Radio, BFBS, he's done BBC, now he does online radio. Because sadly, all the other radio, FM and all that, they're all disappearing left, right and centre, those radio jobs, really. Because it's all gone terribly wrong there, really. It's all about money now. Anyway, so I went out for a walk last night. Let me just show you this then. Here is my little cycle yesterday. There's a few pictures to go with it as well. I did about an 11-mile cycle yesterday. That's where I started. There's me outside the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex. And I didn't go in a circle. That road is very flat. It's a wonderful road to cycle down, I'll tell you that. And on one side of the field, we got cabbages. On the other side, we got corn. That's why I ended up at a bridge and a lock. There we are. Beautiful, isn't it? And then I just doubled back and came all the way back again. And that's about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half, 11 miles. Really, really nice. I did stop at one end, at the bridge end for a while, and I rang my very dear friend DJ Chris. He was chatting to me. He's got an old stereo. He's just bought something else. He's permanently buying new bits of technology, and he's bought a new stereo, which is looking very nice. I think a Denon, very good quality Denon. He's given me the old one, which I shall put in here because I don't have, and then I might be able to then actually listen to the speakers. Because when you see like little jingles on here, and the opening video and the close video, I can't hear the music. I don't have any sound plugged into that, and I need a little amplifier in here. And also a different mixer, because the mixer I've got, the audio mixer on the right, is just a very, very small. It was a temporary one, only cost 40 quid, but I could probably change that as well. Right, let's say hello to some of you who are joining us this morning. We've got a little game of bingo as well. 10 o'clock is bingo time, okay? Just one game of bingo, and the bingo prize is an extra raffle ticket for Monday's raffle. Okay, that's the bingo prize. Gary Davidson's here. He's got the first message in this morning. Good morning, Gary. Jason Hughes. There's Mick Davenport. Morning, Mick. How was your procedure yesterday? Do let us know, Mick, and I'll come to that at the bottom of the list there. Morning to Adam the plumber, whose mobile outside unit is with us, standing by to whir into action if there's any news stories coming in live. Good morning, Adam. Good morning to John Aitken. Morning, John. Who else have we got there? Just a moment, please. John Aitken, scrolling down there. There's Gary Ross. Good morning, Gary. It's a little picture of an eye. I like that. Morning to Mandy Davenport, in charge of pain and suffering on this channel. Adam says, I'm in the car on the way to work. Thank goodness for Chris Reardon's international television production worldwide, bringing love and laughter into our lonely, pathetic lives. And some people are more lonely and pathetic than others. I have to say, Adam, I don't think you're one of them, darling. You're just, which one do you fall into there? I think possibly pathetic. I think pathetic for you, Adam. Good morning. Hello to Daniel Woodhouse. There's our Diane Jeb morning. There's Denise Andrews. Denise is Alton's wife. I hope you listen to his show. He's on at isn't he on at 9 o'clock? Is he on now on Radio 45? I think it is Radio. Or is he at 1 o'clock? I can't remember what time Alton's on now. Radio 45, I think it is. That Alton's on at the moment. Yes, you're right, Gary. It does look like you're under a sunbed when you go too far to the right. It looks horrible. I'd rather be slightly blue than slightly pink, I think. Let's just scroll down. Good morning to Sherry. Sherry DMP does a cookery channel. Morning, young Sherry. Always smiling and happy. That's what we like. There's Shania Steele, head of the Catholic Church on the Isle of Wight. Good morning, Shania. Who else have we got there? Good morning to LaBelle. Your emerald-eyed lemon drop of magic is broadcasting and transmitting to the world once again in this morning. All right, darling. Moths have eaten the bed. Watch out. Where will we sleep? I have to sleep on a floor. Terrible. Scrolling down there. Oh, there's a new person. Good morning to Heath Stankenheis. That sounds quite Heath Stankenheis, I think it is. Good morning to you. This is the quality of interactive media, exactly on the lines of what I'm interested in. Well, I'm glad you enjoy it. I'm glad you enjoy it, Heath. I don't permanently look at messages. I must warn you that, my darling, okay? I do feel that if you just sit there, read out messages, that's just no show. But I dip in and out of them, okay? Just to let you know how I work about here. Make a joke about a blueberry muffin. How can you make a joke about a blueberry muffin? Have you ever tried to do anything with a blueberry muffin? Oh, it's horrible. All the blueberries get stuck up that bit of skin. It's not funny. It's not funny at all, my dear. Morning to Michael Pullman in Australia. Are you a producer of some sort, Heath? I think you'll find I don't need a producer there. I know your sister that well yet. A little more character development may provoke more interest in the story and understanding of the... I think you're getting a little bit too serious, Heath. I'm just some sad old bloke sitting in a room on his own talking to himself. Good morning to Gary. Was up at 6 o'clock this morning, was he, my nephew? Gosh, there's my sister. There's my sister. Yes, you should move up here. She's always going on about it. I'm sure it'd be like, sis, as I've said before, it'd be like when I go into a clothes shop. It'd be like when I go into a clothes shop, and often I go in and I have no idea what I want, and I'm strolling around, and something will jump out at me. Hopefully the entire Portuguese football team, but something will jump out at me, like a jacket or a shirt. I'm not really that bothered about trousers, really. You can't see. I quite like shoes. I like Jimmy Choo shoes. One of my ambitions is to own a pair of Jimmy Choo shoes. When we was in Vegas, we came across a Jimmy Choo shoe shop. Wow. Jimmy Choo shoe shop. Jimmy Choo shoe shop. Oh, that's really racist. I'll get off your high horse. We're having a laugh here. Jimmy Choo shoe shop. And we went in there and there were lovely shoes. There was nothing less than like $300. But my nephew said, oh, that's really cheap. If you use their £600 back home, buy them. Of course I wouldn't, but I wouldn't part with the money, dear. Couldn't part with the money. I knew at that point if I opened my wallet, it had only been opened 3 weeks before, and new moths weren't able to develop in that time. If I open my wallet, that's offensive to insects who haven't had yet time to crystallise and emerge from their pupa. Pupa? What's that thing? What's that thing that the caterpillars live in? Is it a pupa? No, that's wrong, isn't it? That is. Look, I've been wrong. Do you remember when I was last wrong? 1983 it was when I got married. That's the last time I was wrong. Can you believe that? Chrysalis, that's it. Chrysalis. If I keep opening my wallet too often, the little moths that are trying to survive in there don't have time to develop their little chrysalis. The wallet only opens when I know they want to emerge. That's a great word. Emerge. Emerge from their chrysalis. They have an easier life than humans, don't they? Moths. You think about it. There they are, wrapped up in that little thing. Right, and it's time to come out, and they just chew around it and then open it. Not like us, for us humans. Oh my God, what we have to come out of. Push in because it's so tight. Push in our heads. And she's screaming. And she screams at the boyfriend, husband, whatever. You done this to me. And eventually it comes out in a pool of liquid and smell. Oh God. Why is being a human so disgusting? Why is that? Oh, wow. Nasty. What a nasty thing it is to be born. It's an awful thing being born, isn't it? Chickens don't have the problems we have. They just come out in a nice little round egg, all nice and clean, and it sits there in the hay, and then eventually it tips around the egg, and then eventually it comes out, and it's all nice and clean and cute and nice. Not human babies. They come out covered in all sorts of nasty, sticky liquids. Oh, possibly the odd little hair that's got... Oh, no, don't even go there. Ghastly things. There's my sister. The wasps' nest was big. I'm sure it was. So what's happened with the wasps, Shao? Yeah, we're getting the story live as it happens now. Live as it happens. What's happening with the wasps now? Have you sprayed them yet, Shao? Shaz B, that's my sister on here. Have you sprayed them yet? That's the question. Have you sprayed the wasps yet? And what was their reaction to that? I bet they didn't like that. Because I don't think they suddenly drop down dead, do they? You don't see bzz, pss, dead. Don't they take a while? And in that time, in that period of annoyance, they will attack you. But don't take any notice of me. What am I? I'm not an expert on wasps. Wanted to John Aitken, are you sure they weren't midges? By the river? No, they were too big to be midges. I know what midges are. Yeah, most annoying little creatures. Used to gather around us at scout on scout camps and places like that. Very annoying midges. Morning to Mike Rees Ponto. Hello to George Bond. Leslie Ross. Morning, Leslie Ross. Who's going to be watching the football. Is there football today? Is there? Well, sometimes I watch it just to look at their legs. I've no interest in the game at all, really. You know, none at all. I'm thinking of doing a little bit of voluntary work, actually, Leslie Ross. I'm going to locate amateur football clubs that are near me and offer to go and wash their kit for them. You know, but I'm going to do it all proper, Leslie. Don't worry about that. What I'm going to do, I'm not going to ask the boys to send anything in, the lads to send their kit in to me. What I'll do, when they finish the game, I'll run into the changing rooms. So, okay, take your kit off there, boys. Just give it to me here. Give it to me here. I'll put that in my bag. No, don't worry about that. Oh, don't worry. I've seen it all before. Ah, dear. John will be late. He's still in bed. Oh, what a lazy man that is. Dear me. I'm very surprised at John Parrish being late. I thought he was one of us, you know, up at the crack of dawn. Orton's on air now, 9 till 1 o'clock on Radio 45. Excellent. Good morning to Christina Ewing. Good morning to you, my love. Hello to you. 1983, biggest mistake you ever made. She knows it. Have you still got the photo album, Joe? Please don't tell me you've still got the wedding photo album. I haven't. Just one of those things. One of those things we have to experience in life. Heidi coming out of the closet. Are you Heidi? Oh, I always knew. Do you know, it's funny, it takes one to know one. I always knew, Heidi, welcome along to the happy world of gayness, where every day is just one big party. It really is. Now, the first thing you've got to do, Heidi, as you've just come out of the closet, you've got to learn the words to I Will Survive and I'm What I Am, both songs by the great Gloria Gaynor. Yeah. At first I was afraid, I was petrified, kept thinking I could never live without you by my side. You've got to learn to sing all those, my darling. Heidi's come out. Can we have a round of applause for Heidi? She's come out of the closet. Look at that. All the love hearts on there. Daniel can't come out because he's always in. Best thing, I've seen a picture of you, Daniel. Best to stay in, to be honest. Best to stay in at all times, my friend. Good morning to Gavin out and about. Morning, Gavin. Sorry, Gavin, I forgot to tweet my programme today, so you couldn't retweet it. Perhaps you could take your job a step further and tweet the show rather than me even having to do that. And then I could just retweet it. How do you feel about that? Okay. Let's just scroll down. The photos. What photos? I haven't got any photos. Wedding photo. No, because that would be unfair to her. That would be unfair to her. I could cut her. I suppose I could. There might be one on there. I think there is one of me in a wedding. One of me. I can show you my half. It wouldn't be fair to the other side. I haven't spoken. We haven't spoken for, my God, 35 years. No, when it was finished, and that was it, mate. Right. Not fair to only have one side of the story. Okay. Michael Lawrence, good morning to Michael Lawrence there. Have we got a Wasp update at the moment? Do you want me to get a Wasp update? Do you want me to get one? I can get a live Wasp update. Just a moment. Let's bring my sister up on here. If she's watching the show, she won't know this. Right? Now, I must apologise at the way she does speak quite commonly, okay? So be warned. Let's bring her up on here. I think this will work. Right, here we go. Let's see what's going on with the Wasps. Can you hear that all right? You can hear that. You might get a little bit of mobile phone buzzing. Hello, sis.
Hello.
We want to see the Wasps. Can you show? Yeah. Hey?
Is the nest up? Oh, it's gone.
Did anyone else get stung?
No.
Oh, thank God for that.
Yeah, it's been buried under there, Chris. Look.
Oh, you've buried the nest. How did you do that then?
Yeah. They used the phone with that.
You did what?
I used my phone. Well, they did. They used the phone spray.
Yes.
And then we put it out with that, and now it's under there.
Well, best place for it. Can they get out from under there?
They're dead.
They're dead. Flattened them. Squirted them with poison.
Oh, well, thank God for that.
You have to go on and watch that.
Yeah.
See, they got Retro Restore.
No, this is Butler's Empire.
Oh, Butler's Empire, and then they can see the nest.
Oh, how can you getting the advert in? Carry on, do the advert. Martin, can you make an appearance, please? Is Martin making an appearance? There he is, look. It's Martin Butler from Retro Restore Butler's Empire. Look, he's got the camera ready. Oh, that's a very amateur-looking setup this morning, Martin. God.
We've got the mic though. Look, got the professional mic.
Professional microphone. That's very good. There they are. Look at them all at work there. Who's the what? Which one? Who's who there?
All I know is Alex. I don't know the other ones now.
Oh, Alex.
Tommy. Alex and Tommy.
Oh, Alex and Tommy. Did you have a word with Tommy for me? I quite like the look of him, Shao.
He's actually on the phone. He's actually doing a runner. Look.
Why is that then? Do you know I find that a lot? That often happens. Right, I'm going. Millions of... Oh, there's my nephew, Gary. So where's Gary?
There's Gary.
Gary, morning, Gary. Would you like to advertise your show on here now?
No, let's scrap it, man.
It's scrap it, man. Gary, oh Christ! Hang on a minute. Where have you gone? How did you manage to get up at that early in the morning today?
I was up at 7:30.
God, 7:30 he was up. Look at that. How? Is that it then, Sharon? Anyone else?
Coffee break now.
There's the other. Oh, it's little Charlotte. That's my nephew's girlfriend. Let's have a look at her. She's very pretty, my nephew's girlfriend. Look at this. Sorry, this has turned into a family show, this has. Where is she?
She don't want to be on it. She don't want to
Okay.
be on it.
Okay. Right, I'm going now, sis. Millions of people to entertain. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Right, bye-bye.
She's so happy. She needs. I like her to be happy. So she's never been right since she got sacked from Babe Station. You know, it's just one of those things. So we all have little jobs and that we get sacked from, unfortunately. Good morning to the delightful Rachel Wheatland. Evening, Rachel. Good morning to Rachel. Joe Woodrofe. The foam is good. I've used that. I didn't know there was such a thing, to be honest. Is this wasp killing foam stuff? Let me have a look. Wasp killing foam. Is that on the Amazon? Never heard of this. I might get a can of that and just keep it as standby. Wasp foam? Wasp foam. One moment, please. Ah, look at this. Feel Fix expanding foam. Oh, that's not it. Here we are. High strength wasp nest killer, £11.50. There we are. 0 in wasp nest killer foam, £8.99. Oh, I see how that would work. Yeah, that would make them all stick, wouldn't it? They wouldn't be able to fly after that. What a dreadful way to go. You know, I could be on my way home tonight. People, usually other jealous YouTubers, that's what it'll be. They'd be standing on the side of the A1M, dear. You know, waiting with their cans of foam to spray me, to stop me getting to the Bracknell Television Studio complex tomorrow to stop our bingo. Shock horror, shock horror. Right, let's just scroll up a little bit there. One moment, please. Have we said to everyone? I see that other one's gone. That was it. Heath, someone or other. Was it Heath? Where have they gone? They went. Oh, it didn't get the attention. Oh, shame. See, the people do come. There are people that come on these chat boxes, and that's what they want. They just want the attention. They don't get the attention. They're off. Bye bye. If you want, so there are shows on here which are led by chat. This show is not chat. I try to make it as interesting as possible, and quite frankly, some of the messages that come through that can be very difficult sometimes. Very, very difficult sometimes. All right. So what else have we got? Did I show you? I've shown you the video of my walk, haven't I? That was the Wasps, and last night. Got back here and I watched another episode of Warrior Nuns. I think I'm getting towards the end of it now, episode 9. So I'll need something else to watch after that. There's always loads on Netflix, isn't there, to choose from. Good. There we are. What's that there? That's yesterday's show. There's the show the day before. And there's Monday's show. It's all written on this one small piece of paper. I still haven't paid for these new bingo prizes. I've got some lovely new they'll be for bingo and super chat prizes. Quite a nice thing, which I haven't paid for yet, so I won't tell you until they arrive. Right, some news stories then, gang. Look at this. We've been talking about tattoos a couple of times on the show this week. In the Daily Mirror, I mean, the pain of this. A man had a 5-hour arm tattoo. Can you imagine the pain of that? A 5-hour arm tattoo. Now, I know this thing is painful. I haven't had a tattoo simply because of the pain. I don't want to sit there and receive great pain to have a little picture put on me. You know, you can get one of those rub-on things that you get free with Kellogg's Frosties, can't you? Didn't they used to give away transfers? And you put them on you and you rub them, and they and you get a little transfer on like that, wouldn't you? Eh? Well, I went out with someone who lived in Brighton, and he went in to have a leg tattoo, and he said, "Well, come and watch." So I did. It's not something I want to do. Oh Christ! He was biting this pillow. He was biting this pillow because he was like turned upside down with this, and he was having his what's that thing on your leg called? Calf. He was having his calf tattooed. Oh, the pain he was in. I mean, I'll give you, he looked fantastic afterwards. And these places are generally quite sterile environments. They're very clean. Well, they have to be, don't they? Clean with the needles. Can't have infections, things going in and out of you. Oh, talking of needles. So on my walk yesterday, I thought there was a little shiny thing on the ground. I thought, what's that? This is along by the river. Anyone want to have a guess what that was? Yes, a little fishing hook. Except I didn't know it was a fishing hook, did I? So I've picked this thing up. I've looked at it. I think that's something to do with fishermen. Anyway, I thought, well, I'm glad I've picked it up so that a bird or a duck or something like that doesn't accidentally pick it up, because you don't want to swallow something like that. You know, so I've picked this up and I thought, well, I'll flick it in the bushes. You know, no one's going to get it in the bushes. And as I flicked it, this blooming thing has stuck into my finger. I am damaged, boys and girls. I've been damaged for years, to be honest. Where's my glasses? Oh, no, we can't see anything now. I've gone blind. Oh, here they are. Right, one moment. Which finger was it? Let me just check. And I was concerned that there might be bacteria and viruses on this fishhook. It was in the middle of the path. But there's like some scrub, you know, scrubland, and there's no bins around. Otherwise, I would have put it in the bins. And as I flicked it, it didn't flick out of my hand. It like embedded itself in my fingers. Actually, there's nothing there now. It's gone. There was a little there. Oh yes, there is a star. Look, a 10-inch scar on my finger. Can you see it? No. Anyway, so I was a bit concerned. There was nowhere to wash. Oh, actually, yeah, that feels like it's had something in it. But it's not come up at all or gone red. There's like a little white mark there. And, of course, nowhere to wash it. Only the river. And you can't get down to... I'd fall in. You'd like a video of that, wouldn't you? Yeah, I thought so. I'd fall in the river. You know, so I squeezed it really hard. And just a tiny little bit of blood come out. I don't think it was a very deep hole, really. So I managed to get that out there. And came back here and washed it, and hopefully that will be all right, you know, unless it's one of those sleeping viruses, you know, that come back 10 years later. Well, I could be playing the organ at church and suddenly one of my arms drops off. Very embarrassing. Well, the church wouldn't get as much collection then, would they? Shock horror. Anyway, this story. The Daily Mirror, a man had a 5-hour, £300 arm tattoo. Now, £300 for a 5-hour arm tattoo, you probably think that's expensive. Remember, you are paying the person for their talent as well. You know, I don't suppose he gets many people going in there for that many people for tattoos. So to make a living, they've got to charge that sort of amount. As artist, is an artist. A man had a 5-hour, £300 arm tattoo before bolting from the shop without paying, says the owners. Wow. They've got the Puzzle Tattoo Studio in Hyson Green, Nottingham. After the lady, Elmira, I don't know if is that a lady? It's Armin and, yes, Elmira. After Elmira spent hours... Oh, it was her doing a tattoo. Oh, no, I wouldn't have any of that here. I want one of those fit lads to do my tattoos. Do you know the ones with the tattoos on and the sort of bulging arms? Not muscles, I don't like that. No, you know, the alpha males, aren't they awful? Oh, yeah, all right, mate, yeah, like that. They walk around like that. No, not for me, dear. Just a little bit of definition. That's who I'd want to have a tattoo. No disrespect to you ladies, I'm sure you understand. That's what I'd have. I want them close, breathing in my face. I don't care if they've got viruses. Ayman Dariyai and his wife Elmira Karami own the Puzzle Studio in Hyson Green, Nottingham. After Elmira spent hours working on a cover-up of his arm tattoo, they were shocked when he stepped outside for a cigarette before running away. Oh, that's not right, is it? How unfair is that? All that work. Elmira says the incident has left her feeling scared. Well, I don't know why she should feel scared. I mean, she lost money, but he's not like attacked her or anything, is he? She said, he was just going out for 5 minutes. He had been asking me about the machines we have too, about the price. I noticed later... Oh, he's nicked stuff from her. I noticed later that one of the machines has gone missing. I don't know what machine that would be. What machines do you have in tattoo pup? Oh, the needles. Would you class that as a machine? Bzz, 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 bzz. I suppose that's a mini machine, isn't it? The tattoo was about 350 quid and the machine is worth about 80 quid. It's left me really scared about being in the shop alone. Yeah, I should think it would do. Poor lady. Mr. Dariyai said he and his wife moved to the Nottingham area 4 years ago. He added, I don't know what it's like in Nottingham really. Is there sort of dodgy areas there like there is in most places? You know. He added, we started our business, but this has been the wrong area, but we didn't have many choices. When I told people what happened and put the post on our Facebook, they said, welcome to Radford Road. Let me just turn this phone off because it's really annoying. You can hear that. That's what that buzz is. This phone keeps going off because the cameras are picking up stuff. It said, when I told people what had happened, they said, welcome to Radford Road. Since lockdown happened, we've only been open since July the 14th, so this is very frustrating to happen less than a week later. Closed-circuit television footage was released by the tattoo shop on the social media, which appears to show a man running away from the shop. The footage has since been taken down. Why have they taken this footage down then? Why have they done that? You know, it's probably the burger moaning about his privacy rights and all that. You know, if you're a bad person, you've got no privacy rights, mate, as far as I'm concerned. All these people that do burglaries and all that business, you know, once you've done something really bad, you know, all rights gone, as far as I'm concerned. These blooming gross rights for prisoners and all that crap. Dear me. Right, let's just scroll up there. One moment, please. Scrolling up now, my loves. Oh, is this? Where are we going to now? Foam on the dark side. George says, don't kill bees. Absolutely, George. Never kill bees. Never, ever kill bees. That's right there. What's that? Natty. Minority. Isn't that something to do with that thing the other day? That little the minor hacker attack we had here. What? Let's play you a super chat jingle anyway. One moment, please. Super chat jingle. There we go. Oh, hang on a minute. Hang on a minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. I haven't got that turned up. There we go. That's better. That's better. Super chat jingle. And Natty, is it? Natty is in the house. Good morning to you. Moderators are all busy at the moment, so it's just me. Just a moment there. Good morning to John Parrish. Sorry I'm late. Been counting my money. There's so much of it, John. There's so much of it. Okay, are you talking to each other? I'm not quite sure what's going on there. Just a moment. I shouldn't have to look at the chat like this. I don't like dealing in the chat thing. 1 second. Ray Reynolds, good morning, Ray. Saturday is Tiswas Day. Chris Tarrant is the same age as me. Past it, poor bugger. Oh, no, he's not. You're not past it, Ray. You just look like it. But you're not, I promise you. Good morning to... Good morning to Ray Reynolds this morning. Gary would never get a tattoo as I've got OCD, as I would need to the same size matching on either arm. Oh, there's a lot of people with OCD, mate. There is an awful lot of people with OCD. Okay. Scrolling down there, they should get tattoo scum on the guy. I agree, yeah, something like that. Something like that, I think. Good. Right, okay, let's do another little story here. Where are we now? Where are we? Just a second. What about this? Now, this is an excellent idea. I'll take a... Oh, I can't take a picture now. I've turned my camera off. There's always something, isn't there? You do something and it affects something else. I can't take a picture now, but I'll explain it to you anyway. In the Daily Mirror this morning, it says, as new rules come into force today about wearing face coverings in shops and supermarkets, a woman has been spotted wearing a KFC box over her head as a makeshift one. Oh, her hair must stink, mustn't it, girls? I wouldn't like that. I wouldn't like that at all. From July the 24th, it's mandatory for shoppers in England to wear a face covering. So that's yesterday. You've got to wear a face covering in shops now. Although I gather some people aren't enforcing it, you know. If you're one of those people with, I don't know, some sort of medical condition that you say, ow, I can't wear it because I've got this or I've got that. I've got asthma. I put it on. Doesn't stop you breathing. It doesn't. It doesn't. He came across that. Very sad it was. I thought it was very sad. We talked about this interview I saw on the telly yesterday, or the day before yesterday. And it was this girl with learning difficulties. And she's on there saying, people aren't listening to the people with learning difficulties. You know, we get very anxious when we have to wear a mask and it worries us. Well, try being on a ventilator, my love. That'll make you anxious. Why can't people see that? Anyway, it says here, those who refuse to wear one without a good reason could be fined up to £100. You don't want to be fined £100. You don't even get a Super Chat ticket from the police. You just get the fine. Similar rules are in place all around the world. Most recently, a woman has been spotted wearing a cardboard KFC box over her head to cover the nose and mouth. A video of the unusual look seen in Westfield Marion Shopping Mall at Oaklands Park in Adelaide, that's in Australia, on Thursday was shared online where it quickly went viral. More than 80,000 people have watched the clip, with thousands liking it. Amused viewers shared their thoughts on the strange face covering in the comments. One person said, if you can't find any in the shops. Another suggested her friend copy the look, writing, if you can't find one for your flight. A third asked, why not the bucket with holes, of course? And there's another bloke there, of course, with he's got a plastic bag and he's just got... not a plastic bag. Don't put a plastic bag over your head, please. He's got a brown paper bag from... I don't know what shop that is. And he's got 2 holes for his eyes. But the bag goes over his mouth like that. So it's, I suppose that's covering. Because it's your mouth you're trying to stop getting evil stuff into. Here it is. As well as a KFC box, one person was also spotted with a paper bag over their head as they headed to the shops. The man cut 2 holes in the bag so he could see it. It gets weirder still, with a train passenger capturing a photo of a fellow commuter wearing a pair of knickers on his face as a mask. I wonder whose. Whose one? Whose one would they wear? Whose one would they wear? Have you got your wife's knickers on there? Who's going to wear your wife's knickers? I don't know. I don't know. Okay, what else have we got here? One moment, please. We've got Stacey. Here's a story. Now, Stacey Solomon. Is she one of those people that was on X Factor? Apparently, she's on that absolutely ghastly show called Loose Women, which I cannot bear. I can't stand Loose Women. All that trash television, that one. And, of course, Jeremy Carl's gone now, and those ghastly people that were on there in their tracksuits. Well, in the Sun today, Stacey Solomon, I think she might have been on the X Factor, revealed today that her phone number has been leaked, forcing her to get a new one. And I'm looking at her, right? I'm looking at her. I mean, who would want to ring her? Who on earth would want to ring her? Morning to Maureen? She's 30. She's all right looking. You can just imagine her on the phone. All right, how are you now? I think she talks a bit like that. I think she went to the same speaking school as my sister. The 30-year-old Loose Woman explained the drama led to an embarrassing accident involving her phone book. She explained on the... Oh, I've got that frog today, haven't it? It's not a cough, just a bit of a frog. She explained on the show today, yesterday, somehow my phone number got leaked. I spent the entire day trying to get a new number. I finally got myself a new number, and as I sat down, I thought I'll text everybody to say, this is my new number. I clicked the square box, and it said, send to all of my contacts. Turns out it formed a group chat of everyone in my phone book. Oh, well. I panicked. And thought, oh, my goodness, I can't have a group chat with my dad and Jonathan Ross in the same chat. I mean, I'm sorry, darling. Who do you think's going to ring you, my love? My phone's busier than yours. Dear me. Desperate for attention, these people. Desperate. The star wailed, I exited the group and thought I'll start again, only to find out that just because I existed doesn't mean the group disappears. Oh, those blooming... I got rid of WhatsApp. Got rid of it. It was so annoying. Endless people adding you to groups all the time. Do you get that? Or sending those stupid messages. Facebook Messenger as well. I rarely use that. Rarely use that. Oh, pass this on for a free hug. Copy and paste this and you'll get a voucher for £10 from Sainsbury's. Load of old crap. How many people got a voucher from those click and paste things? And there's another one going around at the moment. I'm just waiting for that to appear. I can't remember what it was now. The latest fake news that the idiots among us, just sit there and copy and paste it onto their wall without even checking it out. I can't remember what it was for now. You know, the amount of people that contact the inland revenue because they think they've got some sort of tax refund because someone has copied it and pasted it off someone else's wall, which is always already fake news. Stupid. Stacey explained she'd had a terrible night's sleep after her phone meltdown. Oh, for God's sake. Please, I'm going to close that story down. I mean, who is going to want to ring her? What has she got to offer anyone? Oh, do you know I saw on the telly last night? Oh, God, I just accidentally put it on that ghastly One show. Dreadful programme. Dreadful programme. The One show. Hate it. And there he was, in all his shining teeth, that Ryland Clark. Oh, I can't bear him. Can't bear him. Perhaps you like him. Good morning to the delightful Fran Green. Morning to Fran. She won Big Brother, did she? Okay, Michael. I don't watch that either, love. I don't watch that either. Jason said we could all fit in Gemma Collins' knickers. Yeah, you want to, don't you, Jason? Perv. 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 God, Jason Hughes fancies Gemma Collins. Well, I've seen it all now. Christina, people wear seatbelts. Why not a mask? In Germany, many fines have been issued where a few people haven't been on public transport. You know the sort of people they are, Christine. You know, I'll do what I want when I want to do it. You know, these people think the government are making people wear masks and so they can control you. It's not in their minds that they might, just for one moment, be trying to protect our lives. That's how some people think, Christina. You know, the flat earthers. Flat earthers. One of the people that watches this show, he does his own excellent channel, Conspiracy Cats. And he talks about flat earthers, the people that think that Earth is flat and it's not curved. And then people that think that we never went to the moon. Never went to the moon. The people that think that no one should have flu vaccinations because they contain all these bad things in there. Oh, it goes on and on, doesn't it? Excuse me, let me clear my throat again while not on the microphone. That's better. You didn't hear that, did you? I must get a new mixer. A new mixer would make it a lot easier. It has a button on it. With the mixer over there, I have to turn around a knob. It's a bit of a nightmare, really. Flat Earthers. There you are, Christina. Good one. Flat Earthers, dear. Flat Earthers. Mick's still got a pair of Mandy's knickers from when we first met. Sprayed with perfumes she wore that day. Oh, Mandy. Oh, Mandy. So, some people, they spray themselves with perfume and they still stink. A lot of them come to my karaoke nights. How awful. Denise, how would these people feel if nurses didn't wear masks and full PPE when treating them? You're absolutely right, Denise. I don't understand these people here. Let's have a little text message coming through there. Hello to... Oh, 1 minute. 1 minute. What does that say? Okay. That one there. That button there. It's very, very slow. It's a really old iPhone that brings the texts in. John Paris. Good morning, John. Stacey here. Miss you, Chris. Say hi to John. Who's Stacey? John, did you just send me a text? Or is it some idiot who said that you are John Parrish in a previous text and it's actually not you? Stacey here. Miss you, Chris. Say hi to John. Stacey who? Stacey who? See. Did you ever send me a text, John Parrish? And if so... 1 moment. If so, what was your last 2 digits on the text? Don't understand who that's from. You're absolutely right, Denise. Absolutely right. There are people that think that the government are using the whole virus thing to control people. No. Hello to Elamarge TV. Good morning to Elamarge TV. Welcome to our little show. Another story here, gang. How to get a free drink at McDonald's in July. Now, you may think to yourself, why would you want to go all the way to McDonald's for a free drink? Believe me, people see the word free, they act like mad people. It was about a year ago, Costa Coffee. They had their, I don't know, 50-year anniversary, 10-year anniversary, whatever it was. They had some sort of anniversary, right? And for a day, I believe it was, they were giving away free Costa coffees. And that's all it was. Costa, well, maybe a cup of tea or something like that. A tea or a coffee, from their machines. Right? Even here in Lincolnshire, there's a co-op in Tattershall. And I went in there on this day. You should have seen the queue of people at this Costa coffee machine because they could get a free drink. I don't get it. People see the word for... you want to see it with the raffle tickets here. As soon as people think they've missed out on a raffle ticket, they're going mad. Texts and emails. I sent you a raffle ticket and all this business. You haven't given me a raffle ticket. Moaning and screaming and shouting because they think they've missed out on something. And it's the same with the hot drinks. Well, McDonald's are doing it now, so be prepared for a long wait because people are queuing up for a free cup of tea. I mean, it's all right, the tea. It's not all that, is it? The McDonald's tea. McDonald's is giving away free hot drinks to all new users of its app in July. McDonald's addicts can choose any regular size hot option from the McCafe menu, including tea, coffee and hot chocolate. The freebie is available now until July the 31st, but is only valid for new users of the McDonald's app. Existing customers aren't eligible for the offer. Unlucky! The restaurant chain is currently running a reduced menu, meaning it doesn't have some of its usual pasta drinks available. The most you can save with the deal is at £1.49 for a regular latte or cappuccino, although prices do vary by store. You can also claim a free tea or hot chocolate, which both cost around 99 pence. Let me just repeat that to you. You are saving 99 pence. McDonald's, to claim yours, you need to download the My McDonald's app. Once you've downloaded it, sign up with your name and email address. The free hot drink offer will be located in the Deals tab on the app. You then need to click on the deal, select your drink, and finally, it's easier to make a cup of tea and put the kettle on in it. To go for all that for a free cup of tea. And some of these idiots will go in the car just to go and get this free cup of tea. Shocking. Madness. 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 Scrolling up for a moment there. Stacey Solomon, dear. Is this Stacey here? Miss you, Chris. Say hi to John. Is this from you, John? It don't make sense. Stacey here. Miss you, Chris. Say hi to John. John who? Cryptic message. Don't know what it means. Maureen said, can I say good morning to Maureen? Thank you, Maureen. Mick Davenport, moderators. Well, you know what? Sometimes if there's a troll on here, I know this might sound a little bit too easy for some of you, but if there's a troll on here, just ignore them. Just ignore them. Sometimes it's just not possible to deal with everything at the same time. All you have to do, you must have seen me do it myself. When there's someone annoying on here, just ignore them. And eventually it just stops. If you don't like someone on here, we're not having endless moderators on here. I told you that before, because what happens, if you have too many moderators, a moderator might not like someone for some personal reason and they block them. And then you get into all sorts of rows. Nope, I'm not having it. Not having it. There's three moderators on this channel, and that's it. If there's a troll on here and you don't like what they're saying, just ignore them. It's not hard. When you go into a pub and you see someone you don't like, do you go up to them and say, I want you to leave because I don't like you? No, you don't. You just ignore them. Do the same on the chat box. It's not hard. Morning to Christopher Woodhouse. Good morning, young Christopher. Morning to Christopher Woodhouse. That's it. Mick died. Chris told us you bought something else, DJ Chris. Yes. There you go, DJ Chris. Yes. He's bought something else. Every day, a brand new piece of technology arrives at Chris's house. He's having to have an extension built for all his gadgets. Mind you, he's got quite a big garden, so he could have a large shed out there. Like a brick-built one, because it's a dodgy area, There's all needles and things outside Chris's house. There we are. If people get into rows on here, though, I don't get involved usually. All right, that's John Parrish's number there. Okay, so we know that is yours. Okay, I was just about to delete that, John. Just about to delete that there. Did we say hello to Diane Jab? I think we did. We added there. Okay, Tortoise. Look at this tortoise. I love it. And again, unfortunately, I can't take a photo. Oh, I'm going to turn it back on. Let's turn it back on. I've got to show you this little tortoise. This tortoise went missing, right, in the metro this morning. Police in Exeter were left shell-shocked after a tortoise that went missing wandered into the station. The reptile, named Pascal, handed himself in after 5 days on the run. He walked into the police station. How funny is that? I mean, you can understand it. You know, I don't know, a dog perhaps, a tortoise, walked into the police station. That's hilarious. Police tweeted pictures of the tortoise's tour of the station, including a visit to a cell and one of it wearing a police hat. Devon and Cornwall police said last Friday officers at Exeter police station spotted that an animal visitor had infiltrated the I like that word, infiltrated. Try that one, infiltrated. A local tabby roaming around is a regular sight, but officers have never seen a lost tortoise hand itself in before. Bless. I must take a picture of this and show you. Oh, anyone had a tortoise? Denise is head of animal welfare on this channel. Have you had a tortoise at all, Denise? Tortoise, could that be something that you could add to your collection of animals that you care and love? Huh? Tortoise? Better start planting some lettuces. They eat lettuces, don't they? One of the volunteer officers, PC Maria Canning, volunteered to look after the tortoise until its owners could be found. The police statement said while he was in the officer's care, Pascal also got to have a VIP tour of Exeter Police Station, which opened earlier this year. Wow. I love it. He had a great little holiday and we're all glad he got home safe. So here we are. Let's just take a couple of pictures for you. Oh, we love stories like this, don't we? Here we are. Look at it. Look, there it is. It's got like 2 houses now, isn't it? Policeman's hat on. Is there another picture there? Do you remember Blue Peter had a tortoise, didn't they? And every year they used to put it in this box of straw. One year it didn't wake up. I think they would just replace the tortoise rather than upset all the children. Is there another one there? There it is, sitting on a... What's it there? Sitting on a chair there as well. 1 minute. 1 minute, 1 minute. Bless it, look. Looks quite happy sitting there, doesn't it? You know, all ready to be fed and watered by the nice policeman in there. I like the sound of that. Okay. John, we went to a social distance barbecue last night. It was horrible not being able to cuddle our friends. Well, why do you think someone would want to cuddle you, my darling? What in this world makes you think that someone would want to cuddle you, John? I love it. Denise says, what a load of rubbish about the tortoise. They can't climb steps. Or maybe they can't climb them, Denise. Maybe they can jump. Like the jumping spiders in Australia. Michael Palmer will tell you all about those. Yes. Michael Palmer will all tell you all about jumping spiders in Australia. Very dangerous place. Huntsmans they are. Great big things. These are big. Big spiders. They're about 8 foot across. And they jump. But they're not poisonous. You get bitten, but you won't die from them. Probably. Maybe. The fangs come out. My cousin, Tim, he moved to Australia many, many years ago, and he set up his own business as he does gardening, tree cutting, and all that. And he was up a tree once, cutting this branch off, and this spider dropped onto his face and bit him. I kid you not. This spider bit him. He said it was so close to his eyes, he saw the fangs come out of its mouth before it bit deep into his flesh. Evil. Very good, Christina. The tortoise was suffering from shell shock. Yes. Chris Woodhouse says it's very clean around here, as you well know. I've been to Chris's house. I have been to Chris's house. Yes. Right, yeah, Rachel's got the spiders icons out again. Morning to Dr. Gregorian. Morning, Dr. Gregorian. Okay, now this is interesting. DIY. Don't look at me. You know I can't do DIY. In the Daily Mirror this morning, I am surprised at some of these things that it says in here. With the help of estate agents across the country, sofa and carpet specialists, SCS, is that the one that changes the name every year and has a permanent sale on, like DFS and all that business? Is it the same people? I don't know. Anyway, they've narrowed down 5 DIY jobs that you should avoid if you're trying to sell your house. Now, when it says DIY jobs, I should not attempt any DIY job at all. I do have a DIY job to attend to in about a week's time when I return. And my triumphant return here to the Lincolnshire Television Studio Complex, here where we are, when I return in a week's time, I will have a tyre to put on my bike. I've got a really old bike outside that I use for travelling. That's what I was on yesterday. A really old... I must take a picture of it to show you. Really old black bike. It had cobwebs on it, actually. That's how old it is. But it goes. But the front tyre is bulging, boys and girls. It's bulging. In fact, the actual inner tube is now through the bulge on the side. And there's just a few strands holding it together now. So I've ordered a new tyre for the front. So Chris Reardon, DIY, will be installing that new tyre on his triumphant return and probably at the same time ripping the inner tube to bits that's underneath it. I'll probably completely muck that out. The valve won't be sitting quite correctly, so that will probably break. Never ever ask me to assist you with anything to do with DIY. Seriously, can't do it. Can't do it. Anyway, here's some jobs that you shouldn't do if you're trying to sell your house. And I was surprised at some of these. In the Daily Mirror, the UK property market is finally looking up after a dry patch. So it won't be long until homeowners start doing a little home renovation before listing it for sale. Yes, boys and girls, you'll be in your garden. Poor John Parrish will be sitting outside his caravan. And then it starts, doesn't it? A power tool. Could be a saw bad enough, a drill, or the worst thing out of the lot, the grinders that cut up bits of paving stone and tiles. That is one of the most annoying noises ever. I hate that noise. And down at the house, there's a bloke, and he's not close, but nevertheless, he's in sort of sight distance from my house, and he's doing it all bleeding day. He must be running some sort of business there from a wooden shed. Oh, I hate that noise, the screeching noise of the grinding thing, that cutting thing that cuts up bits of concrete. Anyway, in the Daily Mirror, it says, before you start drastically transforming your property, you need to make sure you're not doing more harm than good. According to property experts, there are some DIY jobs you should avoid as they actually decrease the overall value of your home by tens of thousands of pounds. You'd be surprised at some of these. You'd be surprised at some of these. 1. Converting a bedroom, right, can cost you, not to do the job, it can devalue your house by about £46,000. Why? Here's why. It says, first up on the lists, not to do is convert a bedroom. Now, what do they mean by that? It says, when looking for a house, house buyers, more often than not, search for a property based on the number of bedrooms it has. So removing one will decrease the value of the property the most. And why would you remove a bedroom? Well, because you might have 2 small ones, mightn't you? You might have 2 small ones and you might want a big one. I considered doing that here at the caravan. Right? But because my bedroom isn't massive here, And neither is the studio. And I thought, well, I put them together. I could put a bit of curtain in between the two, and then I'd have a bit more space. But I decided against it. This bloke, Alex Willix, owner of Burbook Interiors, says the value of a home comes from the number of rooms, right? So merging two small bedrooms or swapping a bedroom for a bathroom can actually decrease its worths. Bedrooms are valuable commodities and private space is a lot more desirable than open space. She says it could knock up to 20%. If you remove a bedroom, put in an extra bathroom, or make small bedrooms a big one, it can knock up to 20% off the property's value. With the average house costing £232,000, actually probably less where I am now, and more than that, certainly more than that down in Berkshire. This means you could lose as much as £46,000 off your house. Gosh, don't do it. Number 2, certain plants. Certain plants. Look at this one here. The next thing is a little bit surprising. While most British people have spent time sprucing up their garden during the lockdown, adding the wrong plants can decrease the home's value by £35,000. Gosh! This bloke says you should always take advance about tree planting. While certain species have a small root base, others can stretch further than the height of the tree. These roots can crack drains, break driveways, and ultimately affect the foundations of the house and become a costly fix. It says the worst plant to have in your garden is the Japanese knotweed. I'm sure you've heard about that one, which can be catastrophic to homeowners. Depending on the severity, it can reduce a house's value by up to 15%. They're a nightmare to get rid of, that stuff. Japanese knotweed. You have to have diggers in, digging it up, burning it, and it still comes back. How about this one? Well, I don't know anyone who's done this. Building an extension without the correct planning permission. Going to cost you £35,000, that. Up to 15% of the property's value. An extension can do wonders to your property if you go about it the right way. If you don't get the full approval from your council, you'll cause nightmares for the prospective buyers. Holly says any extensions built without proper planning permission might have to be torn down, putting you at a huge loss and decreasing your house value. Any new homeowner would have to apply for the appropriate permission, and this extra hassle can be very off-putting. This could affect market value between 5 and 15%. How about converting a garage? Now, I've seen this near where my house is in Berkshire. A lot of people have converted the garage outside the front of the house for another room. Now, you would think that would put value on, wouldn't you? I certainly would. No, not according to this. It says what people tend to do with garages they don't use is convert them into a gym or workspace, but this can be detrimental to the sale of the property. Paul says converting a garage feels like it should add value as you're increasing the size and use of your property, but in reality you're removing parking and storage space, which we've found is always high on a buyer's checklist. Especially, I mean, if you live down the road I'm down, you want to be in a garage, really. Most people, it has to be said, down my road, most people don't use the garage for the cars. They're all parked outside, blocking the street. The council should come round and say, no, this is the garage, for cars. But they don't. They use it for... And the crap that you see in people's garages. Absolute crap. Just stuff from years and years ago. My dear Auntie Brenda, she's got a garage. It's full of her old stuff. Now, when her husband died, she sold the house up north. Oh, no, actually, I think they did that before. They sold the house up north because they had two houses. One begins with C. Cheshire. One in Cheshire, and where she lives now down in Tring, which is in Hertfordshire. Right? And they sold the one up there, and they bought all the furniture down in a lorry and stuck it in the garage. And it's in the garage in case, and I quote, one of the grandchildren want it. Well, I'm afraid they don't. And they're never going to want it. They want new things. That's just how it is. And I've told her so many times, why don't you just get someone to clear out the garage? You probably won't get... The furniture will now be damp. It's been in there for 10 years, 15 years. That'll all be damp. It's all old-fashioned. No one is going to want that stuff. You can pay someone to come and clean it out. Or you might even find someone to take it out. You don't expect them to get any money from it. Furniture and stuff. Just... And her car, of course, is out on the road because she can't get it in the garage. I've told her time and time again, you want to clear out that garage, get rid of it all. This lady says garage conversions, particularly those which are poorly done or unnecessarily, can decrease a property's value by up to 7%. And one more here. What about a nice swimming pool? You'd think that would put on value? No. No. Swimming pools and ponds may seem like a luxurious addition to your property, but actually they're expensive to maintain and may deter families with small children from wanting to buy it. Now, of course, I've done things before or thought about doing things, and people often say, "Oh, you don't want to do that; it devalue your house price." But what if you're staying there? Why you haven't got your house designed for the next person, have you? Why would you do that? No, you want it as you want it. And that's why I've got bright walls in my, just like in here. Bright walls, bright blue walls in the bedroom, bright red walls in the hallway and toilet. Light blue walls in the living room. Probably these colours don't match, but I like them. Why should you do it for the next person? If you think you're going to stay there, then sod this lot and just do what you want. That's what I say. It says swimming pools and ponds may seem like a luxurious addition. Holly says, who's one of the people doing this, she says you will likely narrow down your potential viewers with features like a pool or a hot tub, as most people are unlikely to use them often and they can require a lot of maintenance work. And I know that because I was actually thinking of having one of those everlasting swimming pools about 10 years ago at quite a large cost, but I had a bit of money at the time. And I was talking to the man who ran the Bracknell the Living Well, part of the Hilton Hotel. It's like a little sports club, and they got a nice little swimming pool. It's not a massive swimming pool, but it's all right. I was talking to him, mate. He said you don't want to do that. He said too much maintenance. He said they're so maintenance hungry. He said don't bother. So I didn't. The story says having a pool can put buyers off and lead to a 7% drop in house value. So before you go out and do some extensive home renovation, make sure you're not going to lose any money in the process. Touch-ups here, I quite like a touch-up myself, to be honest. Touch-up here and there are fine, but any dramatic development could see you at a loss. And no one needs to hear that when they're trying to sell up. So interesting there. All those things there that are do you see what I mean? All those things there that you would think you would do to your house there, but perhaps you shouldn't do, should you really? Okay. Let's just scroll up a little bit there. Where do we get to? Social distancing. Michael Pullman used to own turtles, and I think you might be running a little bit behind us all there, Michael. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I used to own turtles and other reptiles a few years ago. Beautiful creatures they are. They certainly are. Very. I would imagine turtles and things like that. They're quite calm creatures, aren't they, Michael? I quite like bearded dragons and iguanas. I like them. I don't know why. I just like them. Some people say, oh, what do you like about them? Don't know. Just like them. Just like them. Let's just scroll down a little bit there. Mandy, there you go. Mandy, if she doesn't like someone, she just blocks them. That's the way to deal with it, Mandy. Just block them. No need to enter into sort of any conversation with people. Hello to Vect Thillian. Where have you been? He's in Belgium this morning. I haven't seen you for a while. Welcome back to our strange, mysterious show to you, sir. Welcome back there. Vect Thillian. Do I say that right? Thelion, perhaps. Hello, Belgium. May we have your votes, please? All right, Fran. Huntsmans, that's the spiders we were talking about earlier, the big ones, are disgusting. Nope, can't deal with them. I'm always ready with a flamethrower, ready to burn it. I think I'd be the same, Michael, to be honest. You can get flame. Can't you get hot weed killer things? Can't you do that? Please video yourself changing your tyre. There's already one of those up there somewhere, John. You don't want to see that, mate. Honestly. Gary, report him if he's running a business from home. Planners need to be informed to test noise. It's so annoying, Gary. That constant whirring noise. Christina's off now. Cheerio, my darling. Your other half's in the German hospital. Liver and kidney trouble. Oh, dear. Okay, well, good luck with that, Christina. Good luck with that, Christina. You look after yourself, my darling. Nice to see you back on there. All right, my love. Hello to there's Heidi Young. Heidi Young. Heidi Young is in the house. Greetings, Heidi. Good. Now we've got a bingo game. We've got a bingo game to play. Just let's just do. What's the timer? What's that there? Shall I do that one? Nope, I won't do that one. Was that one? Look at this. We'll do 2 more stories and then we'll do today's bingo game, all right? No, then we'll do the raffle tickets. Then we'll do the bingo game. Bingo game right at the end after everything else. Teen robber. What are they nicking now? Chips. He robbed a shop for chips. This bloke, who was drunk at the time, Matthew, 19, barged in his local Swansea, in Swansea, in the valley. From the Welsh Valley. From the Swansea in the valley. He barged into his local Swansea pizza kebab shop, brandishing a knife and threatened to cut a server unless he got free chips. These people want seeing to, don't they? A drunk teenager held up his local takeaway free chips, a court has heard. Matthew barged into the shop in Swansea, Welsh Wales, with a knife and banged the weapon on the counter. The 19-year-old told the pizza and kebab takeaway staff he would cut them if he didn't hand over chips quickly. This bloke then told Takeaway he would come back for his fries, went into a neighbouring convenience store, brandished a knife again as he attempted to steal items. Thanks to a quick-thinking witness, Hawkins was barricaded, this is the bloke, into the shop and detained until armed police arrived, and so they should. Dear me. The prosecuting barrister told the court, even as the team was arrested by armed police, Hawkins continued shouting, give me my effing chips. There's a lot of seriously sick people out there, isn't there? There really is, with just the way they are and what have you. Hello to Alan Wainwright. Just get a paddling pool. Well, you can't do blooming swimming in that, can you? A little paddling pool, dear. Vetclef Lion. Lion is good, is it? Okay, Lion. Thank you very much. Belgium, 10 points. Thank you, Belgium. 10 points for Belgium and 12 points for our friends in Ireland, as always. Congratulations for graduating as well there. He's graduated, has he? Well done with that. I didn't do much school at all. I hated it. Right, one more story and then we'll do the raffle tickets today. Katie Price has been burgled. Oh, dear. Katie Price has suffered another blow tonight after a group of men were caught trying to break into her house. Oh, you should be so lucky, love. Dear me. I don't know, how does she get all these good-looking blokes? I've got to give it to her. She gets some stunningly good-looking blokes. That's, who was the latest one? That Chris bloke. Was it Chris? And they're all like half her age. Have you noticed that? Shocking, isn't it? People going out with people younger than themselves. I don't know where it all comes from. I really don't. The reality star was she's not a star, celebrity. There's a big difference. Tina Turner is a star. You know, Frank Sinatra was a star. Bruce Forsyth was a star. You are a celebrity. Gemma Collins is a celebrity. You are not stars. Get that into your heads now. Robbie Williams is a star. You are a celebrity. Anyone from The Only Way is Essex, Peter whatever his name is, Peter Wright? Is that his name? One of The Only Way is Essex. He is a celebrity. Big difference, dear. Stars are people with enormous amounts of talent. The reality star was forced to call police after a neighbour at her mansion caught a group of men behaving suspiciously on her land. Why did she call the police? Were they not very good looking then? She was broken into earlier this month and her house was left flooded and wrecked. Oh, that's horrible, isn't it? You just imagine that, coming back to your house and they've turned on all the taps. Why would you do that? I feel sorry for her in that case. As she told us, I've already contacted the police and told them all this. I've got something going to my house to put a padlock at the bottom of the field gate. Well, I'm sure that'll work, love. A padlock? Doesn't work. It looks like people are wrecking my property to go in again. It's another setback for Katie. It's one thing after another, and it's just not fair. Maybe if you came out of the public limelight, it might get better for you, my love. But you'll have to move as well, because people know where you are. She contacted the police when neighbours told her what was happening, and she wants these men caught. Well, couldn't you catch them then, my love? Did you? They probably saw her and run back out again. All you'd have to do is appear at the door, my love. They won't get to her and they won't beat her, and it goes on. There's pictures of her, and her place has been smashed up, which is just horrible, isn't it? Going to, it's bad enough. I don't understand that. And then it's got descriptions of the people. I understand people going into someone's house, nick stuff, right? I get that. But why would you go in, nick stuff, and then smash the place up? Why would you do that? My nan had it years ago. My nan, and she didn't have much. My nan, Nanny Hayes. Oh, Nanny Hayes. She was one of those nans with a bag of mints in her handbag. Always a bag of mints in the handbag. And she came back one day and she'd been broken into. They didn't nick anything, but there was just tomato sauce sprayed everywhere. All up the walls, on the carpet. Why do they do that? I don't get it. Oh well. As just a moment now. Just scrolling there. We said hello to... Oh, I've gone a little bit too far there. Let's have a look there. Paul and Lou. Good morning to Paul and Lou. Nice of you to make it today. Wow. So late today, Paul and Lou. Paul and Lou's there as well. Okay, gang. Let's do the raffle tickets. Anyone want a raffle ticket for Monday's raffle? Please speak now, oh gorgeous people. And then we'll do today's Daily Bingo Show. Bingo Sunday night as well. What is it today? Saturday. Okay, no show on Saturday mornings. I just rebroadcast a mass actually on my Facebook. But let's have a look. There we go. Where are we now? Okay, tickets. Maureen, number 75 for Maureen. Alan Wainwright. Alan Wainwright. Let me just stop there a moment. Alan Wainwright. It was you I had a message for, Alan Wainwright. I don't think you've been here for a while, have you? No, you haven't. You're on live.com. We have a problem sending to any Microsoft addresses. We don't know why. It's Hotmail, live.co and Outlook. If you're on one of those emails, then for some reason we're blocked somewhere. We're classed as spam, unfortunately. You really need to get a Gmail address set up. And they seem to go out there well. Okay, although they do go in various different folders for whatever reason. We don't know why. But there is a problem we have a problem sending to Microsoft addresses, Alan. So if you would set up a Gmail address, if you could do that before sort of tonight, okay, maybe you can just do that and just use that for the bingo if you want. And then your emails, your bingo tickets should pop in there. Okay. Do you remember I said to you yesterday, I've got a message for you, which I'll do later. That was the message. I just forgot about it, so sorry about that. But if you send that now, just be warned, because the tickets do end up in all sorts of folders. Spam, junk, promotions. There's a lot of folders on Gmail, so you need to look at all of them. On the other hand, if you just use your Gmail for bingo tickets, you should be able to find it all right, by searching around there. One did go out today. Clearly you didn't get it. Okay, clearly you didn't get it. So there we are. Okay. Good morning to Luke Trotz. Hello, Luke. There we go. John Aitken. Oh, where are we now? John Aitken. Where's John Aitken? Baby Aitken. Bless her nanny. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Look. Right, John Aitken. Have we done Maureen, 75? John Aitken, 76. Mick Davenport, always a jar of mint imperials. I have these from Aldi. They're about 89 pence. These are quite nice. And actually, if you've got a little bit of... I don't like to take medical things, really, unless instructed by the doctor. So Rene, that can block you up. You have too much Rene, that can block you up. Be warned of that. But these are quite good, actually. If you got a bit of acid, then just have one of those now and again, and that seems to cure the problem. Actually, strangely enough. Sprinter Van. Good morning, Sprinter Van. Number 77 for Sprinter Van. Gary Davidson, 78. Oh dear, Paul and Lou drunk wine last night. They still look drunk. Even their text looks drunk, doesn't it, this morning? Morning, Paul and Lou. Rachel, number 79 for Rachel. Number 80 for Fran Green. 81, Paul and Lou. McDavenport, 82. Michael Lawrence, 83. Diane Jebb, 84. Tony King, 85. Let's get a few more of these tickets out, my loves. I don't like to get too many tickets out before my journey home, because sometimes the odd ones get lost, which doesn't matter really. Not with people's names on it, ones I haven't given out yet. And then I've just dropped a load. I don't like waste. And I might have one ticket left over, which I'll then put in the book, and then I lose it, and I feel to myself, well, you've just wasted a ticket. I can't stand wasted things, people wasting things. Fran Green, that was last, wasn't it? Fran and Paul and Lou, 86. McDavenport, 87. Michael Lawrence, 88. No, hang on a minute. We've done Michael Lawrence, haven't we? Have we? Have I got wrong here? What am I doing here? Oh, I've just done something terribly wrong here, dear. Well, I've got 2 for McDavenport. Let's cross one out. Right, I'm crossing out 87. So your ticket today, McDavenport, is 82. Michael Lawrence's ticket is 83. Where did I get to then? I see what I've done. Diane Jebb, 84. Tony King, 85. Paul and Lou, 86. No, cross that one off. Paul and Lou, you're 81. I see what's happened there now. Paul and Lou, you're 81. I've crossed off 86. Right, let's carry on now. Where did we get to? Tony King. We've gone back up the list, and I silly old fool. Jason Hughes. Actually, I'll take those 3 out, because that would be confusing for people. Where do we get to? Tony King. Jason Hughes, 89. Joe, ticket number 90. Joe Woodruff. Alan Wainwright, 91. 91, baby. Oh, where are we? Joe, 91. There's Joe. Alan Wainwright, 91. Heidi Young, 92. Housebreakers are evil people. Yes, they are. Horrible people stealing kids' clothes, especially at Christmas. They break into and steal children's toys. Horrible people, aren't they? Horrible. Mari, good morning, Mari. You're number 93 this morning, Mari. Mari Lowe, 93. Gary Ross, 94. There's more people here than I thought this morning, I must say. So good morning. Thank you for staying with us. Is that everyone? Gary Ross. Jason Childer's gaming channel. Well, good morning to you. You're new, aren't you? Welcome to the show. Welcome, sir. Is it what? Is it you gaming as in you video yourself playing games and uploading those? Is that what that is? I'm not really into gaming, Jason, to be honest. It's not something that I've rarely ever been interested in since Pac-Man. Ross Herndine, thank you. 95 for Ross. Hello, Luke Trotz. 96. Luke, are you the one that does... there's two Lukes, you see. I always get confused with these two. Thank you very much, Jason. Let's just... there were another couple of tickets there coming out there. Are you the Luke that did my T-shirts? I'm sorry to be confused. Luke is 96. Luke Trot. There he is, Luke Trot. Morning to James Humble. Denise Andrews, 97. There is an awful lot of you there today, isn't there? I didn't realise that. There's little Denise. Gary. Luke Trot. Are you one of the famous Peckham Trotters? No, he won't be one of those. I know. Yeah, we've got mucked up with the tickets there. Guys and ladies, smash them likes and share this out. Smash them likes. That's you must be quite young to come out with something like that. Smash them likes. We don't. Old people like us don't use those terms. Denise, you got number 97 there, my love. Okay, it's not you, Luke. Okay, it's the other Luke. PlayStation player. Okay, yeah, my nephews like gaming and all that business. It's not really for me. Right, we'll just do today's birthdays then, and then we'll play this morning's game of Bingo Gang. Happy birthday on this Saturday, the 25th of July, 2022. The following people. It's Roger Eduardo, who I DJ'd with at Belushi's in Hammersmith. Big happy birthday to you. 39, only one more year to go, and your life will start at 40. Happy birthday, Rogerio. All right. Mark Clare, good morning, Mark. 45 today. One of my old Black Cat customers. Jason Jabob. Hello, Jason. 34. He's are you actually married? I can't remember if you're married or you're with one of the old, not old, but one of the former. That's right, former bar staff at Central Station, aren't you, Jason? So big happy birthday to you, Jason. And Robert Highland today is 36 years old. Happy birthday, Robert. James Kennedy. Good morning, James. Happy birthday to you. Did I do Mark Tidy? Might have. No, that's another one. Mark Tidy. Good morning, Mark. 51 today. Bethany Edge's birthday today. And Keely Marie. Keely Marie. Such a lovely girl with a lot of talent. And again, she was one of the old Belushi's customers that used to come in and sing at the karaoke. So a big happy birthday to each and every one of you on this Saturday morning. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Twice, coronavirus. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Very pleased to see an email coming in from the lovely Diane H to let us know she has received her fridge magnet today. Wow. Do you know when that was posted, Diane? Was it Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday, I think it was posted. Tuesday. And that's taken a long time to get to you. And yet, you know, people came on the chat box on no, it was posted Monday. It was posted Monday. And I had people coming on the on the chat box on Tuesday saying they'd received stuff. Isn't that funny how just different parts of the country go around? I don't know why that is. Alrighty, gang. We're going to play our game of bingo this morning. Should have had a little ticket come through the post there. Tomorrow's our big games of bingo. 6 games for you tomorrow night. That starts at 8 o'clock. You should get 6 tickets through the post. Hopefully you'll get 6 tickets. And I keep saying this, make sure you look in all your folders, those of you on Gmail. They can end up anywhere. They can end up anywhere, and what seems to be happening now is that I then go on and I check. And of course, while I'm checking for your emails to see where they are, you're starting to post, oh, I found them now, and then all that time is wasted. Okay, Diane didn't have post for 2 days. Well, I'm very disappointed as well, mate, to be honest, Diane. I've been checking my front door camera, okay, back at the house, over the whole week that's just passed. I haven't seen the postman come once. I am so distraught at that. No letters for a whole week, dear. Okay, Carl, that's all right, mate. No problem. Thanks for letting us know. Appreciate that. No post the entire week. Very, very disappointing. No post. You only email very, very little emails from my sort of private things that I do, you know. No rent coming in. Someone's not paid their rent. Oh, it's just all over, dear. Oh, God. Right, bingo tickets ready. You ready, gang? The prize is... I know you're going to be very excited for this. The prize... Oh, have I set that right? Saturday morning. There we go. The prize is an extra raffle ticket. There you go. An extra raffle ticket. Who's going to win it? Let's bring up the bingo board. Okay, we move nice and quickly. You need to mark off all the numbers on your bingo ticket as soon as you have. Then shout bingo in the chat box. Or text. Or text bingo, okay? Ready? You delightful people. Thank you, Jason. Very kind. Here we go, gang. Eyes down. First number. 8 and 9, 89. 3 and 1, 31. 7 and 6, 76. 1 and 6, sweet 16. 3 and 7, 37. 7 and 3, 73. 8 and 5, 85. 6 and 8, 68. 6 and 9, 69. 5 and 9, 59. Yeah, but Paul and Lou, you have now won something. You were losers before, now you are winners. 5-0, blind 50. 7 and 9, 79. 3 and 6, 36. 4 and 8, 48. 1 and 4, 14. 6 and 3, 63. All the threes, 33. 3 and 4, 34. 6 and 1, 61. 7 and 1, 71. 4 and 9, 49. 4 and 7, 47. 3 and 2, 32. All on its own, number 3. Anyone know where Fiona Hunt is? Haven't seen her for a while. She all right? Our lady who flies the planes. 8 and 4, 84. 2 little ducks, 22. Quack, quack. 5 and 2, 52. All on its own, number 9. 6 and 2, 62. 8-0, blind 80. 2 and 1, 21. 4-0, blind 40. 6-0, blind 60. 2-0, blind 20. 1 and 9, 19. 8 and 1, 81. 7 and 4, 74. 4 and 5, 45. 5 and 1, 51. 8 and 6, 86. All on its own, number 6. 2 and 3, 23. 7-0, blind 70. All the ones, legs 11. 5 and 8, 58. 3 and 5, 35. All on its own, number 5. 1 and 5, 15. 6 and 5, 65. 7 and 5, 75. 4 and 1, 41. 1 and 8, 18. 4 and 3, 43. 2 and 9, 29. All on its own, one fat Chris, number 8. 3 and 8, 38. 8 and 7, 87. 7 and 2, 72. 1 and 7, 17. All on its own, number 7. 2 and 4, 20, 2 and 4, 24. 7 and 8, 78. All on its own, number 4. 8 and 3, 83. 3 and 9, 39. 1 and 2, 12. 2 and 5, 25. 1 and 3, unlucky for some, 13. 3-0, blind 30. We have a winner on number 30. Oh, you've got, I don't know, 30 seconds. 30 seconds to claim your prize, boys and girls. Now, which was it, this song? No. There's the one. There it is. Hello? Where am I? Where am I? Oh, there I am. Woo! No one played yet? Oh dear, no one won. Oh well, no one's won today. No one's won today. Yes, we've sped up the bingo quite a lot. That's so we can fit in 6 games now on a Sunday night. Just a reminder, no bingo, no raffle tickets on a Sunday night, except for the ones that you win at the bingo. That kind of, otherwise it doesn't really make sense anymore. All right, so there we are. I wouldn't say it was very fast. Do you think that's too fast? How many people find it's too fast? It's finding an equilibrium. There's a good word for you to use today. Equilibrium. Go on, try and shove that into a sentence. Right, carrying on for another number, boys and girls. No one won on that one. Are you ready for another number? We're still looking for a winner. Here we go. Oh, we got a winner. 4 and 2, 42. 42. Who's won, gang? Let's have a look. Come on, shout bingo. Yeah, baby. Fran thinks it's a bit too fast. Gary Ross thinks it's a bit too fast. That's 2. Anyone else? Aha! Michael Pullman is shouting out bingo, little old Michael Pullman. That's twice he's won a raffle ticket. He's not won a raffle. Mind you, you've won loads of stuff in the past, haven't you, Michael? Have you won stuff in the past? Just not recently. There's still people on this channel who've not won nothing, you know. Poor Paul and Lou. Oh, no, they are now winners because they won a raffle ticket. Yes. Someone thinks it's too fast there. Tony King thinks it's a little too fast. Right. Here come the winning numbers. 7, 12, 18, 24, 29, 31, 41, 42. Was the last number 50, 65, 69, 71, 72, 87 and 89. Yeah, baby. Oh, let me write you out a free raffle ticket. Oh, look at your number. You are ticket number 98. We didn't quite get to number 100 today. I'm sure we will do. Oh, we will do actually on someone will win one of those on the bingo, won't they? 98 for Mr. Michael Pullman. Oh. Pen failure. That's another one of those BBC Lincolnshire pens that they gave me when I made my worldwide first appearance on BBC Radio and then television. I'm all over there, dear. All over the BBC, dear. Right, here we are. Hang on, Michael Pullman. Michael Pullman is ticket number 98. An extra ticket for Michael Pullman. How exciting is that? Thank you. All right. Well done, Michael. Well, that's it for our exciting show today, boys and girls. I mean, where are we now? Let's put that there. Goodbye, little bingo board. All this technology. I can do so much here. Look, I can do so much. I can bring that PayPal Lolo. Email, YouTube scroller. We don't use that anymore, do we? Don't use that anymore. There's the phone. I'm not putting the phone number up. YouTube address. It's all here, dear. We've got the technology. Now, where's my music? What we don't have is a decent music play-out program. I keep meaning to bring my my music play-out program from down south. I must remember to do that. Okay, yeah, where is Fiona? We haven't seen her for ages, Fiona. A queen of aviation. Where is the Queen of Aviation? Someone find where Fiona's gone. Must have her on here. There we are. That's it for the show today. Thank you very much for joining us. I shall have a start preparing now for my impending journey down to Berkshire and do a little bit of caravan cleaning and that sort of thing. I'd like really to pop over to my sister's house and see how they're getting on with the garden there. See how that's occurring. I'd be interested to see how far they've got with that. And besides, I haven't seen Jimmy for months, actually, my nephew Jimmy. Literally. January, I think, was the last time I saw him. Jimmy, my nephew. So hopefully I'll go and see him as well this afternoon if I get a bit of a chance to see him. Thanks for joining us, gang. I'll see you tomorrow night for bingo at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock is bingo time tomorrow. Have a nice Saturday. See you soon. Bye-bye now.